Today we prove who I really am, so that no one can lie on Paula ever again. I don't know how many parts this is going to be, so stick with me. It'll be worth it in the end. Tired of people lying on me. My astrologer says I'm benevolent, not malevolent. I am good, not evil.
So I'm just pointing that out for now. Then the next thing I see is everything going on in your 12th house, right? You have Chiron in Aries in the 12th house. Whenever I see a Chiron in Aries in the 12th house, we're talking about in this lifetime, past life executions.
Yeah, I have had dreams my whole life as a child of being just riddled with bullets, executed. So, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
those
strong.
goosebumps. Oh,
Yeah. And what compounds this too is Saturn. Saturn in Aries. So the Saturn in Aries are the bullets, the military, the authority that took you out. Okay. So Chiron in Aries in the 12th house just says, okay, there's past life death energy here. There's execution of some sort. Was it self-execution or was it murder, from somebody else? But then we see that Saturn is there as well. So like, oh, it's somebody else. Okay, so somebody else, the Saturnian Saturn, military, government, father, husband, um,
makes sense.
you know, yeah, took you out, took you out, took you out, took you out. Um, and wow, the North Node, your North Node is here. So that tells me that you are here to resurrect from that.
Yes, that makes sense
Okay.
too. Yes.
And so it's like you resurrect and you probably are here to kind of be like knocking at the door of the door to the hands that executed you. And in this lifetime, you're like, knock, knock. Hey, hi, it's me again.
Surprise!
The one you
Remember
in the past
me?
life, here I am. And so that's part of your karma in this lifetime. Part of what you're here to do is to truly come back and say, hey, I'm alive again.
Bet you thought you took me out.
Right.
Oh, I have tears in my eyes. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
it's
beautiful.
intense. It's a real spiritual resurrection, and it's not to come back with revenge, although I'm sure that vein of revenge was present for some time in your life, but it's that real spiritual, resurrection to have the right to exist and complete something.
Yeah, and I spent most of my life not so much revengeful, but defending myself.
Mm, okay, there you go. Yeah. And so when we look at your Saturn at 25 degrees, what is it squaring? Mars, the ruler of where Saturn, the ruler of your 12th house, where Saturn is. Look at where Mars is. Mars is right here at the bottom of your chart in Cancer.
Which is home,
Well,
right?
this is where this energy of like having to defend, protect yourself and your emotional home, your emotional well-being, your emotional foundation. Like there's always been this underlying energy of um, panic. There's like this fear, right?
Yeah.
And
when I was a kid.
what I was seeing here too was the possibility that at birth there was trouble for you at birth.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why Saturn in Aries in your 12th house squares Mars in Cancer in your 4th house. So it's even like that trauma energy of your death in the past life is part of your birth in this life. So I was thinking, I wonder if there were complications while you were a fetus, or there were, early childhood um, survival issues, whether they were physical issues or emotional issues, and even maybe if there were like um, what do we call that? Abortion energy around you.
Yeah, my
Maybe.
mom hated me. She didn't want me. Yeah.
Mm,
And then I had a problem when I was a baby, early on, where I couldn't keep my food down past so far. So they had to go in right here, at right where your bone is, right there at the bottom of my neck, to cut a hole and go in and fix that.
yeah, right.
So my mom tried to abort me. And I knew she had tried to abort me because of my spinal deformities and my teeth deformities. So she proved me right on that one. This is the end of part 1.